Hi, it's Anne and Kirsten from Futureworld, where we see all the most interesting, random, and mind-blowing things every day. In these bite-sized snippets, we chat to people from Futureworld about what blew their minds recently.
Thank you, Anne. And with that being said, welcome to today's episode, everyone. Joining us is Matt. He is one of our Futurist keynote speakers, as well as a principal at Futureworld. And for nearly 5 years, he's been leading successful projects across the business and helping commercialize innovative new business ventures for our corporate clients. Matt brings unique insights from his diverse roles in the organization. I'm really looking forward to hearing what blew your mind this week.
Thanks so much, Kirsten and Suanne. Really great to be here with you guys and looking forward to the discussion. I love the question around what blew my mind this week a lot. There are a couple of different things that I could cover off, but probably most mind-blowing was related to AI, and it's extremely topical. I think every LinkedIn post you read has some sort of spin on it. It's topical for our clients, for some of the businesses that we're helping to build out, but it really talks to the pace of change within artificial intelligence itself. So most people would have seen ChatGPT and OpenAI had a really big model update in the last week, and it was around embedding the image generation capability within the ChatGPT models themselves. So you don't have to use Dolly or some of the other tools. You do it directly in the AI model. And it was around the pace of change that it led to user growth. And the CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman, summarized it in a tweet on X. And he said, the ChatGPT launch 26 months ago was one of the craziest viral moments that he's ever seen. And they added 1 million users in 5 days, which is great. Those that I quote, in the keynotes that we give. But the last part of the tweet was the really sort of mind-blowing part, is that we added 1 million users in the last hour. And that speaks to the pace of change when there are these new enhancements and additions to an already sort of exponential technology. And it allowed us to do cool things. So when I think of the first order implications of these model updates, it allows us to actually have really creative image generation for logos, for children's coloring in books, for images that you share with your mates, for stuff that we use in every day on the projects that we work with. And that's fantastic. Obviously, seeing the business upside, and Sam Altman is with regards to 1 million new users in an hour, phenomenal for him and his shareholders, especially in a week when he's raising a few $1 billion for a $300 billion valuation of that firm. Absolutely mind-blowing in itself. The second and third order implications, though, of these sorts of decisions is the really interesting part, Suanne, Kirsten, that I think we often miss. And for those that aren't familiar with second and third order implication thinking, it's really thinking of the unintended consequences and the knock-on effects of the core decisions that we make, both in our individual capacities, as an organization, and at a societal level. So one of the most popular forms of image generation or filters or tools that was brought around by ChatGPT in this latest model update is this Ghibli studio. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's a Japanese cartoon or animation form that's just extremely intricate. There's a lot of sort of history behind it, and it's just these beautiful images. And I saw the news around OpenAI, and I made one of these Ghibli-style images, and I was like, "This is fantastic!" It was a picture of my wife and my daughter, and I showed it to them, and it was great. The unintended consequence, though, was a report that I saw from the original founder of Studio Ghibli, so like a fairly senior Japanese man, exceptionally creative, and he's brought this art form to the world. And when he got shown the tech capability of what this new ChatGPT model can do, his response was, "This is terrible." And it was almost one of those responses where he wasn't even cross. He was just more disappointed. And for those of us, we know those feelings when our parents, weren't cross with us. So they were just disappointed. It's the worst. It's the absolute worst sort of summary view that you can have. And it just forces you to think of those second and third order implications. So first order, great for shareholders, great for us as users, democratizes access. We can all be creative, but what role, and we think about, what do we want to use AI for? Is it supposed to make life easier with regards to repetitive tasks, the stuff that we don't want to do? But when it crosses over into that creative realm, that's when the lines start to get blurred. So yeah, that was what blew my mind this week. Tech, art, and some disappointment, not anger.
Wow, that was incredible. Thanks so much, Matt. This has been really so interesting. I hope you found this as interesting as us. I hope there were some goosebump moments. And please do share with us what blew your mind this week. Follow us on our social channels for more of these in future. Thank you.